New York Governor Andrew Cuomo announced today that he will resign effective 2 weeks from now.
And it comes after a state investigation released last week found that Cuomo sexually harassed 11 women. Now, Cuomo speaking out today, denying those allegations and apologizing to those women.
I take full responsibility for my actions. I have been too familiar with people. My sense of humor can be insensitive and off-putting. I do hug and kiss people casually, women and men. I have done it all my life. In my mind, I've never crossed the line with anyone. But I didn't realize the extent to which the line has been redrawn.
Well, President Biden spoke out about Cuomo's decision to resign just moments ago, saying he respects the governor's decision to step down. In fact, the president had called for it in recent days. There are also reports now that the New York State Assembly Judiciary Committee is also still looking into whether they can impeach Cuomo despite his resignation.
And the 63-year-old has served on the 56th governor of New York for the past 10 years.
Yeah, just 1 year ago, in fact, he was really seen as a rising star in the Democratic Party for his administration's response to the pandemic. Aisha Hasni is in New York. She takes a look back at the rise and fall of Andrew Cuomo.
Andrew Cuomo of New York.
Thank you.
Andrew Cuomo's rise to political stardom is storybook. He was just 25 when his father, Mario Cuomo, became governor of New York, Andrew serving as his advisor. He'd go on to serve as President Clinton's Housing and Urban Development Secretary and then later be elected as New York's Attorney General. But Cuomo had bigger ambitions. In 2010, he was elected governor of New York. Outspoken about gun control and gay marriage, Cuomo was reelected twice, and his approval ratings soared when New York hit rock bottom.
It's been 18 days since we closed down New York. I know it feels like a lifetime.
At the onset of the pandemic, the nation tuned in as the governor held daily televised briefings, which eventually won him an Emmy. But offstage, thousands of New York families were grieving over loved ones who died in the state's nursing homes and long-term care facilities.
We need answers, we need an apology, and we need a fair investigation.
Many blamed the governor's directive requiring nursing homes to take in COVID patients from hospitals.
New York followed the president's agency's guidance.
Amid all this, Cuomo wrote a best-selling book on leadership, netting him millions of dollars. He was riding a high, but 2021 would change all that. A state report found nursing home deaths were undercounted by Cuomo's administration, leading to a federal investigation. And then, one by one, 11 women, including current and former aides, began accusing him of sexual harassment and inappropriate behavior, everything from kissing to groping.
I never touched anyone inappropriately.
A months-long independent investigation launched by the state's attorney general resulted in a stunning report.
The independent investigation has concluded that Governor Andrew Cuomo sexually harassed multiple women, and in doing so violated federal and state law.
But the governor was defiant, again denying the allegations and even releasing pictures of him kissing and hugging people throughout his career, and then taking aim at his accusers.
For those who are using this moment to score political points or seek publicity or personal gain, I say they actually discredit the legitimate sexual harassment victims.
Calls for his resignation and impeachment grew from both sides of the aisle.
Are you now calling on him to resign?
Yes, I think he should resign.
And the man once called the King of New York fell from grace. In New York, Aisha Hasni, Fox News.
Meanwhile, 2 women will soon hold the highest positions of power in New York State after Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul replaces Cuomo. She will become New York State's first female governor. The 62-year-old, who joined Cuomo's team in 2014, released a statement supporting Cuomo's decision to leave his position, saying it is the right thing to do and in the best interest of New Yorkers. New York Senate Majority Leader Andrea Stewart Cousins will then take over for Hochul until she names her own replacement.